And welcome back to another video. This is Crypto Coins, and I have a special video today. Today I was reflecting on my investment with DAO projects, and I've been invested for about 53 days now today, and almost 2 months there. And there's a lot of things that has happened since the time I started. When I started investing in DAO projects, there were only a handful of projects. The most popular ones was Olympus, KlimaDAO, and Time Wonderland. And there was a few other DAO projects coming up at that time, but those were the ones that were out there and everybody was focused and investing on. And since then, we've seen new DAO projects be rolled out day after day after day, and now we have, it seems like, hundreds of DAO projects, and all these projects are all new. The tokenomics and the way that they trade is something that is never seen before. It's completely new. As an investor and trader, I tried my best to capitalize off these new investing opportunities, but without knowing what to do. I did my best, and this is my review and overall thoughts of what I think about the DAO projects and what I'm personally doing. So I'm going to show you guys my crypto portfolio. This portfolio, I created it when the DAO projects began releasing. And I wanted to make a crypto portfolio that had to do with staking, bonding, liquidity pools, and farming. This is my rebase portfolio for crypto. And I was really excited about staking rewards. Now, the APYs that they're paying out, I know they're unsustainable, but along the way, there's going to be some winners and there's going to be some actual profits to be made in the long run. This is why I like them. I do think there will be some winners, and this is why I'm involved. So in this video, we're going to go over my positions. We're going to take a look at the current state of the market. We're going to look at a few DAO projects and how some of these DAO projects have evolved since the beginning to where we're at now and the different products they have offered us. And also we're going to look at some of my alternative investments that I included in this portfolio, where I'm staking and farming to earn extra returns on some of the networks that I'm bullish on. There's a lot going on here. I'll be doing these videos maybe on a monthly or bi-monthly basis whenever I see changes and something worth talking about. Before we get to the video, make sure to go to my channel and subscribe, where I have plenty of playlists here. Uploads is my latest videos. I have crypto resources, plenty of tutorials, and a lot of playlists to binge watch. You can see the beginning of my journey for each individual project that I've been talking about. So let's get back to the video. If we take a look at Bitcoin, I started trading DAOs in October 29th. And let's see what the market was doing at that time. The market, Bitcoin, was trading around 61,000 and trading nicely here, consolidating around the $60,000 mark. And that's when I entered these projects. I did see a run up on my projects, just like I see it here on Bitcoin, running up here. Bitcoin running to all-time highs, almost to 70,000 on November 9th. And most of my projects were also giving me awesome returns at that time. Since then, we've been in a complete bloodbath, and we're down to 47,000. If we take a measure here to see what that drop is like right now, we're down about 31%, significantly lower. The one thing that I am seeing is that we're holding above 45,000. I'm overall bullish crypto, and I think we still have ways to go coming forward for the next year. There's a lot of economic conditions, and inflation is growing month over month. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays during these conditions. This has never been seen before, where we're having inflation at these levels and having an asset like Bitcoin out in the market. This is all new to everyone, and it's going to be interesting how this plays out. Overall, I like how Bitcoin is holding above 45,000. I like this consolidation. Now let's go take a look at some of these DAO projects and see what those look like. We'll start off with Hector DAO. This is one that I'm not involved with, that I do like, and I never got involved. And it's currently trading at $56. This is from the Phantom Network. And we've seen here on November 1st, it was trading around 426, and it had a massive rally to 600. We're talking about a 100x, over 100x return there, according to these charts. And now we've seen a massive sell-off trading at 57. And this chart pattern is pretty much the tell of all DAOs right now. We saw a massive run-up, and they're all pretty much on the floor right now. Let's look at another favorite, Time Wonderland. I bought into it somewhere around 6,000, I believe 6,500. Oh, it's here. I bought somewhere around here, 6,500, 7,000. I saw a nice rally, and I did lock in some profits, and I'm very happy I did. And it's been on a complete downfall since, now trading at 3,243. If we take a look at Metaverse Pro, one of my best performing positions, it says here that it was trading around $56. I don't think this data is pretty accurate here, not sure. It says it was trading around $42. What is interesting is that this token didn't hit the market until I believe it was like the 22nd. That's more or less when I bought it. What I'm noticing is that I didn't actually know about this project until the 22nd. It wasn't listed on CoinMarketCap until the 22nd, so that's pretty much when retail got involved. But it seems like it started way before, and it was trading around $41. That's interesting to see. And maybe the same happened with Hector. Hector probably hit the markets on the coin listing sites at a much higher price, but it was reading that it hit the markets at $4, which is not very likely. Around $4, $7. I'm not sure when it hit the market. I would have to see like CoinMarketCap to take a look at that data. So here it states that Metaverse Pro, they saw a nice rally, and just like the rest of the market, sell off. And then they introduced new products here, 666 in specific, and we saw another rally not so long ago. And after that happened, we're seeing a sell off once again. It is holding above 250, which is good. It's consolidating here around this area. I would like for it to stay above 250. The next project is DAO. This is the first APY RPG game that I've seen, and it's a DAO. And they're creating a pretty interesting project. I like it. It hit the market somewhere around $1,600 when it was released, and it just gave up. It's down over, I don't know, 80%. It's down 80%. Not sure the exact percentage. Oh, here. Let's measure. From here to here, it's down 86% since it hit the market. A complete bloodbath. I've been averaging into this one. My current average cost is somewhere around $650. And the only saving factor for me, the reason why I continue to be bullish on DAO, is that they're creating a game, and they continue to deliver based on their timeline proof of concept. The game should be out before the end of the year, so they continue to deliver, and I'm still bullish, although trading at an 86% discount. Let's go on to the next one. Next one is Space. This is one that I talked about recently, and it was trading around $50, $60. Their bonds discounts were great, so I jumped in there. It was a very small position, but it's been selling off. And I did say in the video, do your own research, be careful with these DAO projects, and it almost doesn't matter which project you choose at these moments, they're all trading lower. Let's look at DAO. This is one I haven't covered, but I do like and have been tracking. DAO, this is part of the Avalanche network, had a nice run up to almost $30 there, and now completely sold off. But it does seem like we're hitting a bottom here across the board. Bitcoin is consolidating above 45,000. These projects have had a massive run, and followed by a massive sell-off. And it's going to be interesting to see how they decouple here going forward, which ones are going to be the winners and which ones are going to be the losers. Now, aside from the DAO projects, I have two alternative positions here. One with Joe from Trader Joe XYZ. I'm staking and farming Joe, and I've been averaging into this one as well. I literally bought the peak somewhere around $4.60. And as it continues to sell off, I continuously add to my position. And right now my average cost is actually $2.60. So I'm way down here. And as we go lower, I was adding even more to my position. That's how I got that nice price. I like this position. This is perfect textbook cost averaging into a position. I bought the peak, and I know a lot of people buy the peak and then they sell for a loss. And this is why it's important to have conviction in your positions. And instead of selling it for a loss, you add into it with conviction. You need to have a longer term point of view. So although I'm still slightly down, I'm not down a lot. I would have been down a lot more if I wouldn't have continued to average into. But you do need that buying power to have that opportunity to add into a loser. So I added this whole way down. As it got lower, I bought aggressively more. So this is another one that I'm optimistic I'll continue to track. And my other investment is Jewel here, DeFi Kingdoms. I started staking there, and as Jewel sold off and it was trading around the $650 mark and $7 mark, when we had that pullback, I released a video about DeFi Kingdoms. I've been eyeing this game for a while, and I saw this pullback and I saw the opportunity. So I started talking about it. I put my money in there and I caught the bottom. And it's been on a complete run here. It's currently trading at $12. And I'm bullish on Harmony One, which is a network in which DeFi Kingdoms is based out of. And Jewel is the native token to the game. And it basically is up almost 100% in just like a week. So very nice performance there out of Jewel. So we're going to go to my Jewel position at the end of the video and see what I've done so far. Now that we went over a little bit about more or less the current market conditions, when I started these DAO projects, Metaverse Pro, and just like any other project, everybody was staking their positions. You had bonding discounts, incentives to bond and create new tokens, or stake and get rewarded for staking. So this was the basic mechanism of DAO projects that everybody got involved with. And then we had Hector DAO revolutionizing the DAO projects with bonding 4-4. Basically, staking was originally based out of a 5-day period, and they went with a 4-day period where you would bond and they would auto rebase your profits automatically. And that was very nice and revolutionary. So that's where we've gone from staking now to 4-4 bonding. And these projects are creating new products and ways to attract liquidity and investors. And then you had Papa DAO mimicking that concept on the Avalanche network. Hector DAO is part of the Phantom network. Papa DAO is part of the Avalanche network. And now they have 4-4 as well. It's not really paying out right now. Negative 79%, negative 1.16, but you do get 20% with the rebates included. So although it's negative rates, you do get some incentives from the rebates. It might just be better to stake. So then the evolution went to Metaverse Pro. Then Metaverse Pro introduced a product 6.6, where you wrap your stake position to a wrap stake meta, and this is paying a ridiculous APY, and you get rebased every hour. And if you withdraw before your unlocked time, which is 5 days, there is a 30% penalty fee. So it penalizes you if you're trying to get out of this position ahead of time. And you could claim and stake your rewards every hour. So this is kind of where things have gone. This is an interesting concept. The only downside of this concept is that you're paying fees for each rebase. So it costs money to claim and rebase every hour. I am currently in 6.6. They basically depleted stakeholders from 3.3. The APY has dropped significantly here. This was around 500,000 APY, and now it's at 118 APY. And the money is in 6.6. They want you to stake and they want you to hold. So if you have a longer term perspective, the 5-day shouldn't matter. For my position, it really doesn't matter. So I am doing this, and I am claiming and rebasing once a day to keep it simple. So now let's break down my portfolio and see how I'm performing and what I think about these projects and what I'm doing. My first position here was time. I have closed a position, trading time, and I no longer have any risk out there. I closed my initial investment plus some profits, $375 worth of profits, and my current position is worth $309, and I closed $375. So total gain for my initial investment is $684. That's a 68% gain, and no risk there. I have $0 exposed. So fortunately, I sold and I locked in some profits, and my average price when I did get into time was around the 6,500 to 7,000 level. So I was able to make some nice returns from the APY and locking in some profits. My next position is Meta, my best performing position so far. I have 2.56 wrap Meta, and this is trading at a market price of $269 per Meta times the current index. That gives this position a market value of $1474. I sold the initial investment. I have zero risk exposed, and these are all profits right now, up $1,474. So I got on Meta at the right time, and it's been winning since, earning nice APY. Rome DAO, one of my biggest losers here. I continue to add to this. I currently have 2.855 S Rome. I've invested $1,510. Market price right now it's around $214. My average cost is around $650, $660. The market value of this position $611. I haven't closed any positions. I'm down $898 on this one, minus almost 60% there. Pretty brutal. The next one is Klima DAO. I've invested $1,100. It's currently worth $342. My average cost is somewhere around the 2000s, and it's now at 270. Brutal. I'm down $757, 68%. So far, Rome DAO is my biggest loser as far as dollar amount goes, and Klima is my biggest loser as far as percentage goes. And lastly, I have Olympus DAO. I did invest $1,200 into Olympus DAO, and I have 1.24 coins, market price $428, market value $532. I'm down significantly there at $667, down 55%. So what does my portfolio look like after 53 days? I have 2 big winners and 3 pretty bad losers. Overall, I have $3,810 invested in these positions. The current value of this portfolio, $3,649. I'm down 4.22%, $160. Not bad for a massive bloodbath. I know a lot of people out there are down significantly, and it all had to do when you got in the markets. A lot of people got in the markets as Bitcoin was topping off at the peaks. Fortunately, I found out about DAO projects and started covering it right before that. I found it early on enough to be able to be profitable, be able to mitigate some of those massive losses. So overall, I'm down $160. I'm not mad at that. Not bad at all. Now let's scroll down to see the other portion of my portfolio. This is my Joe and Jewel staking positions. Total investment right now on Joe, I have almost $2,000 there, $1,981. I currently have 642 X coins there. It's trading at a market price of 228 times the current multiplier. That brings this position to a value of 1,772. I haven't closed any positions, and I'm down $208. That's negative 10% there. And Jewel, this is DeFi Kingdoms. I used to have $700 invested. I actually locked in some profits today. I decided I just locked in the profits that I had, and I have the rest of the position still exposed. And if we briefly take a look at my Jewel position, this is what I did today. Today I sold 35 coins at a price of $11.81 for a profit of $4.13. And this is what my chart looks like. I sold some of my initial investment, so the market value of my position went slightly lower. but I reduced my risk. Now I only have $286 invested. I have 58.69 coins. That's 36.214x Joule. This is a multiplier. The current market price and the market value of this position plus the profits I just locked in, that puts me at a gain of 851 plus 152%. And that is pretty much the breakdown of what I did today for Joule. Now, if Joule goes down and starts trading below $7, I'm going to come in here and buy some more. I wasn't going to sell for a profit, but it's been on a pretty strong run right now. And I decided that it would be best if I locked in some profits. I locked in about 60% of my initial investment at the time, $700, and that was around 60%, locking in $413. So I locked it in. I still have some skin in the game, and I'm still invested. And this has been a great, fantastic winner. Overall, this portfolio, I have $2,267 cash invested. Portfolio value is $2,910, and my gain total is 28%. That's $642 there. Cash invested total from my staking portfolio and my DAO portfolio is $6,077. Current portfolio value $6,559. I'm actually up 7.92%, $481. This is reading that I'm up 152% since I'm only invested $286, and it brought my current average cost to somewhere around $4 since I did lock in those profits. So now that's how it's reading that kind of massive profit from this investment. In addition to this, I also have a small portion on Vortex DAO. This is one that I recently talked about. I have some that I'm staking here, and I do have some MIM bond discounts. I have 0.61 that I can reclaim now and 1.82 space to be claimed within the next 2 days. And I do have a small portion here. I think I'm down on this position about $25. In addition to this one, I also have my Astroport investment. I did release that video. Astroport phase 1 ends in 9 hours. And this is the kind of things that I'm kind of segueing into as alternative investments. So I did buy this liquidity pair token, the Luna UST liquidity pair, for around $500, and that liquidity pool token has already appreciated on its own around $49, and I'm gonna get rewarded 25 Astro tokens. I'm not sure how much each token is gonna be valued at, but after phase 1 ends, phase 2 starts, and I'm gonna stake my Astro and invest another $500 with the Astro UST liquidity pool token. Excited about that. So overall, what are my thoughts going forward here? I like the DAO projects and I like the opportunity and volatility. It's just very difficult to navigate, and a lot of these projects are really falling apart right now. And I'm not sure which ones are going to decouple and become winners. It's hard to navigate around these projects since no one has ever invested or traded these projects. We don't know what they're going to do in the long term. The lesson I've learned, and I'm glad that I started looking into other things aside from just staking from the DAO projects, is that I went down the rabbit hole. And I now have been interested in decentralized exchanges, lending and borrowing, farming and pulling, and staking in these other bigger, more commercialized products. And the only reason I'm not losing any money here is because I started diversifying. I started diversifying into other products, and I started diversifying into the actual networks and exchanges. This offset my overall portfolio. Am I up significantly after 53 days? No, I'm only up 7.92%. Is this going to make me a millionaire? Absolutely not. Is this beating any other bank? Absolutely. And this is just almost 2 months, so it's not too bad. If I can continue to make 8% every 2 months, I'm outbeating any fund out there. I'm outperforming the average stock market trader. Do I think I'm gonna, crush it? I don't know. I'm just gonna take it easy, and it's just interesting to see the opportunities and what I've learned. And I'm glad that I started looking into other products. I know a lot of people are into DAO projects right now because of those APYs, but don't get fooled. Those are smoke and mirrors. Those are coins that they're able to afford to give away for you providing actual real liquidity and bonding with actual real value. So I'm not saying they're bad. There's going to be winners. What I'm saying is just be aware of the risks and try to diversify. Try to diversify into other more stable, solid products. Because of the DAO projects, it opened this gateway of me looking into alternative investments that I would have never looked or learned about. Joe and Jewel, these are all new projects that I would have never in the past invested on. Astroport, Lock Drops, that's something I've never done before. But I think the DAO project opened my mind into DeFi. It became the open door for me to dive deeper into all these alternative projects. So my overall review, just be risk aware, guys. These products are extremely volatile and risky, and try to diversify using similar mechanics where you can still earn APY or incentives and things like in farming and staking on the actual main networks and exchanges instead of just these individual projects. That's my takeaway, what I've learned so far in 53 days. I'll continue to diversify my investments and add into some of these positions, and I'm going to see where the market takes me. It's been a journey, and it's been quite interesting. So that is my summary of what it's like to be invested in the DAO projects. If you guys enjoyed this content or found it of any value, make sure to like and subscribe. Support this channel. I have links under the description of this video for Patreon, to be a Patreon and support this free content, and also Discord. Discord is free, a lot of free resources, and also in Discord, we're constantly finding new projects and investing opportunities there. Make sure to join and come out and hang out with us. That's going to do it for this one, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.